Hi, ladies and gents, this is Talking About Experiences Volunteering Abroad at 6.1H. Moving on to the first one. So ich war in, it's actually on Borneo, in German we say, auf Borneo. I was on Borneo, okay? Now that's in Indonesia, so in Indonesian. Das in Indonesian, meine Damen und Herren. So I'm just going to change the script to that because I'm fussy. Okay, now a month ago, okay, now for is the word that you use for a go, and you put that in front of a month in German, so literally before a month. So vor einem Monat. So you got vor einem Monat wie das. So this is how you actually set it out, guys. So you got vor einem Monat. So the ago bit is over here. For a month, literally. Now, time, manner, place is a clear example of it. Okay, so we actually want to cut that and put it in front of auf Borneo. So das, and look what it then goes and does, which is highly annoying. It then changes to this. Okay, did I ask it to do that? No, I didn't. Right, okay. So, and spent, so past tense. Remember, you got ich war, I was. So, I have, literally, I have spent, so we're talking about the perfect tense here. So, und. Now, you're talking about yourself. Okay, so, und ich habe, now we're translating spent. Now, verbringen is to spend. So, verbringen is to spend. Now, to form the past participle, if you've got VER at the front, we don't add on a GE here at all. Now, this is irregular, so bringen becomes bracht, so verbracht. Okay, so verbracht, and that's going to end up at the end in a minute. Just put it there for the time being. Okay, let's tidy up a bit. Now, 6 weeks there is 6 Wochen dort. So you got 6. And then you got Wochen wie das, meine Damen und Herren, und dort wie das. So we need to just cut that and put it over here like so. And it's worked. Right. So ich habe 6 Wochen dort verbracht. I spent 6 weeks there. Alright, so that's one I made earlier. I'm moving on to number 2. Right. I'm a real animal lover. So, ich bin. So, ich bin. Now, real, echt oder richtig oder sowas. So, we're going to use richtig here. So, ein richtiger. Okay. So, ein richtiger Tierfreund. Friend of animals, literally. So, Tierfreund, wie das. Now, we're talking about someone who's masculine. The clues are Freund. Okay, it's not Freundin, and the other one is you've got ER on the end of the adjective here after ein. Now notice after sein, okay, it's not einen when we're talking about masculine. Okay, so, and I had, und ich hatte, so, und ich hatte die Chance, so die Chance, meine Damen und Herren, to participate in this project. So this acts in effect as a clause up to here. So we've got there. So we've got clause number 1 goes up to here just before the und, and then we got this nice little bit here. So to participate in this project, so to participate is a verb, so that needs to go over here to the end. Right, now to participate, we're going to use the word here mitmachen, to work, to do alongside, if you like, to do with. Okay, another way of saying, because I'm thinking of tile name as another word for participate, but we use this one here. So, in this project, literally with this project or by this project is bei diesem, so bei diesem Projekt, meine Damen und Herren. So, bei diesem Projekt, now to participate, now it's as you can see, it's a separable verb. Now you got the zu. Okay, it's got to be in there somewhere. It's got to be, and that's going to fall between the two parts of the separable verb. Yeah, so it's going to end in here. So we're going to actually say mit zu machen. So mit zu machen is what we need, ladies and gents, meine Damen und Herren. So we need to just cut that. Cut the scene. Right. And we're going to put it over here. So, bei diesem Projekt mitzumachen. To participate in this project in good English. Right. So, richtiger Tierfreund ist er. Right. So that's what I did earlier, ladies and gents. Moving on to number 3, talking about orangutans. So, here we go. Now, orangutans in German. So, die Orang. Where's it gone? So you got orang-utan. So they separate it. I didn't know they did, but they do. The orangutans sind. We often hear about this, and this is a real concern here. Now, endangered is this word gefährdet. Let's just put it up here. So gefährdet, meine Damen und Herren, means endangered. Gefährdet. So let's just put that in here. So gefährdet. Die Orangutans sind gefährdet. Because now they lose their habitats. Okay, so what we got here, this is all treated within one giant clause here. So because they lose, so we'll worry about word order in a minute. So verlieren. Now identify the verb. Verlieren is the verb, therefore that is the word that has to end up down here eventually at the end. Okay, that's what we've got to put down here. Right, so they're losing their habitat. So ihren is there. And habitat, ladies and gents, is Lebensraum. Okay, living room, living space. Now, this because of, due to, is not vile. It's this word wegen. So wegen, okay, so wegen is due to or because of. So of illegal, now you reflect the of in terms of the ending of what we got for illegal, which is German for illegal. So we can add on some letters to reflect, okay, the fact that it's feminine. So er, genitive of illegal, okay, it would be es if it was a masculine noun. So illegale Abholzung. So Abholzung, meine Damen und Herren, okay, is the is logging, cutting down trees. Holz is wood. Can you see that there in the middle of that word? Okay, and so on. So as I said before, ladies and gents, we need to change the word order a bit on this one here. Okay, verlieren is that verb that needs to be at the end of the sentence. Okay, and I would actually have the reason that you're giving at the front, straight after the subject. Let's put that down here. So die Orangutans sind gefährdet. Orangutans are endangered, weil sie wegen illegaler Abholzung, due to illegal logging, ihren Lebensraum, their habitat, verlieren, lose, because because they lose their habitat because of illegal logging. Right, and there we have it. Right, Nummer 4, meine Damen und Herren. Therefore, different words for therefore. Daher is one of them. Deswegen is another one. Also, deshalb, and so on. Now, there is es gibt. We need inversion now, so swap them around to gibt es. So, daher gibt es jetzt. Now a large area is eine große Fläche. So, you got eine große Fläche. So, eine große Fläche, meine Damen und Herren, is a large area. So, eine große Fläche, jawohl. In the rainforest is im Regenwald. So Regenwald is rainforest. So, eine große Fläche im Regenwald, wo Now this is the Wo as in a connective as opposed to a question. So whatever the first verb is, it needs to end up over here at the end. So, wo diese schönen, let's get the spelling right. So schönen, meine Damen und Herren. So schönen, and then Tiere, meaning animals. Now safely, literally in Sicherheit, in safety. So you got Sicherheit wie das, can live. So let's just put so können leben. Now remember that these words need to be sorted out. So we've got a modal situation here. Okay, so that second verb is there. Now without the wo, obviously the leben would actually be the last word in the sentence. But the rule is, obviously, if you have a vowel situation, is that the first verb then overtakes everything, goes right to the end. So we need to move both of them essentially. So let's do that now. Okay, got leben, and then we see that können overtakes it and gets into the lead, if I can use that analogy. Right. So there's one I did earlier. Have a good look at it. Okay, Nummer 5, meine Damen und Herren. So, with other volunteers, mit anderen, so you got mit anderen, Freiwilligen, so Freiwilligen, okay, got there, yeah, I've got there, yes. I have learnt, so we need inversion, so literally have I. So habe ich, and then gelernt. Now, because the clause already ends there, we don't need to send gelernt any further up to here. Okay, because we've got another clause dominated by this verb here, to find. So that's the next bit. So that the next clause is to find the chipped orangutans in the forest. So it goes up to there. That bit we have to sort out. And to find will go here basically. So, zu finden. So, finden, meine Damen und Herren, is das. And then we have die gechippten. So, gechippten. Okay, just make sure I spell it right. So, die gechippten Orang-Utans. So, Orang-Utans. Im Wald. Let's get it right. So you've got im Wald. Okay, so we're going to deal with this at the moment. So we need to just move this here. So, okay, so the verb needs to go at the end of the clause. Let's just get that in there. There we have it. Okay, die gechippten Orangutans im Wald zu finden und, okay, and to check. Again, that's the verb, so therefore that's going to end up at the end as well. Now to check is überprüfen, meine Damen und Herren. So you're überprüfen. So überprüfen, meine Damen und Herren, ihre Gesundheit. So ihre Gesundheit, meine Damen und Herren. So you need to cut that there and move that to the end of this clause as well. Like so. Okay. So, mit anderen Freiwilligen habe ich gelernt. With other volunteers, I have learned die gechippten Orangutans im Wald zu finden, to find the chipped orangutans in the forest, und ihre Gesundheit zu überprüfen, and to check their health. Felt like reading that one out. I don't often do that, but I just really felt like it. And if I were rich, if I were very rich, so if I would be very rich, actually. So here we go. Kind of conditional. So und wenn ich. So condition. If I were, I would do blah blah blah. Yeah. So now, if I was rich, if I were rich. So we have it in English, don't we? If I were rich, although you would actually also hear people say, if I was a millionaire, okay. If I was a millionaire, I'm trying to do all the accents so I'm not offending any particular person here. If I was a millionaire, yes. Anyway, moving on. Now, if I were in German, wenn ich wäre. So wenn ich wäre, if I were. Okay, and that is the verb, and that has to come in front of the comma here. So very rich, ladies and gents, is sehr reich. Wie das? Okay, sehr reich. So wäre, it needs to be cut, it needs to be moved. Now we have to have a verb on verb surrounding. So wäre, so I would donate literally is would I donate. Okay, okay, so you've got the structure down here. So ich würde is I would, turn it around to würde ich. So würde ich, meine Damen und Herren. Now to donate is spenden. It's like the English word spend, isn't it? So spenden. Okay, now a lot of money is viel Geld. So viel Geld for the project is für das Projekt. So you got für das Projekt, meine Damen und Herren. So würde ich viel Geld für das Projekt spenden. So we need to move that as the second verb. Okay, after Projekt, meine Damen und Herren. Just get that in there. Hopefully it'll go in there. Alright, so wenn ich sehr reich wäre, if I were very rich, würde ich, I would, viel Geld für das Projekt spenden. I would spend a lot of, I would donate rather, a lot of money for the project. Because for me, I'm going to use den here. So den für mich, jawohl, den für mich, meine Damen und Herren. It was, now den für mich, so we've got inversion. Okay, we're starting off with something else, so we always have to have the verb going. Second idea, war es, denn für mich war es a real adventure. So ein echtes Abenteuer, meine Damen und Herren. So Abenteuer, wie das, meine Damen und Herren. So have a good look at that one. Denn für mich war es ein echtes Abenteuer. Denn für me, or because for me, it was a genuine adventure. I'm getting so excited here. Right, here's the finished article, ladies and gents. As we move on, yeah, just down here. Dazu, some additions. Ich habe am Orangutan-Projekt teilgenommen. So I talked about this earlier. Okay, meaning from participate, teilnehmen means to participate. That's the past participle of this down here. Yeah, teilnehmen down here, and then past participle of it. Yeah, so I took part, in good English, in the orangutan project. So, moving on. Das hört sich faszinierend an. Sounds fascinating. Bitte erzähl weiter. Please tell further. Please tell me more. Ah, das hört sich faszinierend an. That sounds, hören means like to hear, sich anhören. Sounds fascinating. I'll translate it as that sounds fascinating. Please tell me further. Viele sind, many are, als Waisen, as orphans, aufgewachsen, brought up, or they've grown up as, many have grown up as orphans. Okay, aufgewachsen takes sein, so many have grown up as orphans. Oder, or, haben in Gefangenschaft gelebt. They have lived in prison. Right. Also, müssen sie wieder lernen. They must learn again. Müssen sie wieder lernen. Must learn again in ihrer natürlichen Umgebungsleben. To live in their natural environment. So in ihrer natürlichen Umgebung is their natural surroundings or environment. That's what that word there means, yeah? So, also musste ich helfen, therefore I had to help Seilbrücken zu bauen, to build rope bridges. So Seilbrücken means rope bridges. Das Gebiet, the area, wo sie wohnen, where they live, kann man, literally one can, nur mit dem Boot erreichen, reach with the boat. Okay, so you have that verb on verb inversion. Okay, your vo is connective, it's the same as the then situation. The area where they live, verb, can man, can being the verb here as well. And erreichen means to reach. Right, es gibt, there is or there are, keine Straßen, no streets. Und der Gegenwald, der Regenwald, the rainforest, is sehr dicht. It's very sort of thick to get through. Okay, don't know why I did those actions, but I did, because I felt like it. Wenn ich das Geld hätte, if I would have the money, literally, if I had the money, it's a conditional structure. Würde ich, I would, das bestimmt machen, I would definitely do that. Bestimmt means certainly or definitely. Würde ich das bestimmt machen. Letztes Jahr, last year, habe ich 5 Wochen, 5 weeks, in einem Kinderheim, in a children's home in South Africa, verbracht, spent. I spent 5 weeks in a children's home in South Africa. Jeden Tag, every day, habe ich, have I, literally, gespielt. So you look, no, sorry, you got geholfen here first of all. Habe ich geholfen, I helped im Unterricht, in the lessons, den Kindern, in the teaching to children, the teaching of kids, basically. Und in der Pause mit ihnen gespielt, and played with them in the break. Mit ihnen means in the break. Dankeschön and tschüss, meine Damen und Herren. Okay, some ideas to use this, some of the methodology. Say methodology, or some of the activities and lessons. And this is more about the methodology here, ladies and gents. Dankeschön.